Nicolasa Quintana has not been able to return home after escaping flooding in Paraguay's capital, Asuncion, 8 months ago. She now lives with her 4 children in a makeshift camp. She's lost everything she owns.
I am desperate. We are poor people, and the little things we had, we lost. It's been raining for months, and the river was very high and covered entire areas of the city. The water is still up.
Weather experts believe the flooding was caused by the El Niño phenomenon, an increase in the temperatures of the Pacific Ocean that caused flooding in at least 4 Latin American countries. They fear El Niño is getting stronger because of changing weather patterns. In Paraguay, South America's poorest nation, the damage caused by the water is everywhere to be seen.
People here say they are climate change refugees because they were forced out of their homes by the unusual torrential rain that happened in the last year. Over 140,000 people were evacuated, and many of them continue to live in dire conditions.
The government has helped set up makeshift camps and says it's working on a permanent solution.
We have over 13,000 families in camps because of the El Niño phenomenon, but this has increased our need to think 2 steps ahead. We need public policies that will help us to get ready for what comes next.
Paraguay is hosting meetings to assist countries across the region, planned to reduce the number of people affected by natural disasters and climate change. Officials say that prevention is the only way to diminish the impact on people's lives.
Yeah, well, we have to start factoring in disaster risk into everything we do under the name of development. If you don't take into consideration risk factors, you end up building risk in reality. And this happens with communities being developed in flood-prone areas or unstable slopes.
Nicolasa agrees.
We live in the cheapest areas that are next to the river, and that is why we lose everything. The government could fill in some areas next to the river to start with.
Climate change is hurting Paraguay's most vulnerable, and that's why government action is urgently needed to protect those who need it the most. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Asuncion.
What?